4, 3, 2, 1. I guarantee there's something that I'm going to do that you don't know, and it has to do with saving the session. Okay, so in this, we are going to create a beat. We are going to save our session, and we are going to upload it. The beat part should be pretty easy for you. If not, I'll show you, and hopefully it'll make sense. So we open up a blank session, and we're going to make a beat. What I want you to do before that is save as. What's going to be very important here is that, see how it says Untitled up here? Is that we get our own folder. See this folder? It's called a project folder. I don't want to save in this folder. I want to save outside this folder. So you want to make sure that this is a blue folder, ideally the one with your name on it. So I'm going to actually need to go to my computer and type in the name. What is the name of this? This is Roosevelt Beat Sample. And I'm going to save it in this folder that says beat. Save. Boom. Now, you're going to know you did this correct because the one in the parentheses is going to be the same as this. Now, what this is showing you is that you can have a project, different projects, in a project folder. And I can demonstrate this. What I can do is now hit Save Set As again and slightly change this. I'll make an iteration of this by clicking 1. So this is now Roosevelt Sample 1, but it can save in the project folder. And we'll see we have 1, but it's saved in the project folder. Kind of confusing. Don't stress too much. Just make sure these stay the same, and I will show you why that's important at the end. So we're going to make a beat. We go to drums. That's kind of cool. If you don't hear it, this little blue button right here is going to turn on hearing it. It's going to turn on hearing it or not when you click on them. So let's do this one. I'm going to double click. The other way I could do it is drag this in. I don't really need 2 of those, so I'm going to go ahead and hit delete. All right, so I have 1 of them. Now I need a MIDI clip. How do I get a MIDI clip? Double click. Now we see there's a little bar there. This is going to give us 4 beats of MIDI space to create something. And I have these different notes. Same thing over here. We have a little headphone button, and that's going to allow me to... These are kind of interesting sounds, huh? I thought there was a kick in this. Maybe I don't want this one. Let's do African drum. Let's see. And what do we have here? Cool. I like that. Remember, if you don't have this clicked in, you're not going to hear it. So now what I can do is start clicking in notes. I'm going to have to double click. How do I get out of double click mode? And I just want to do one click. Does anyone remember? I have to double click right now. See, 1 click doesn't do it. How do I get to 1 click mode? We call this draw, using the draw tool. Anyone know? We got a little pencil up here in the upper right hand corner. Hotkey is B. So I hit B, that engages that, and now watch this. Boom. And I hit play. That's an amazing beat. I'm so cool. Okay, now, how do I get this out of the computer? First of all, you need to get it into the horizontal timeline or range view. So how do we do that? I click the record button. stop. Now I go to the other mode. You can get to the other mode over here or by hitting tab. Do we notice it's gray? It's gray. Why is it gray? Because we're still in the other mode until we hit this play button. Now it's turned, what color is that? Tan? Pink? Pink. And it's over here and I can hit play. Now, I want to save the session. We're not going to export the audio. You could if you wanted. If you did want to export the audio, make sure your loop bar is covering where you want to export. So now, to save and export this, we've already created our thing, but maybe you forgot to, so go ahead and hit save as, or in this case, we can just hit save. Now, this part might be a little confusing, but all you need to do is go back to your project folder. So where's my project folder? Good question. What did I title it? Roosevelt Beat Sample 1. And I want to go to the bottom, hit, here it is right here. So I need to compress this project folder, not the ALS file here. Project folder. I'm going to right click this and find compress Roosevelt Beat Sample Project. It's going to take a moment to compress it, and now we see it's a little zip file. This makes it easy to upload to the Google Classroom. All you have to do now is upload this zip file to the Google Classroom. Then I'm going to get it. I'm going to be able to upload, click on it and open it on my end. Are there any questions? And you know what I just realized? Because you're sending me the project file, you don't necessarily need to bring it into the arrange view. You could just send, I'll take this as well. This is fine. But if you wanted to export the audio, you would have needed to do this. Does that make sense? Yeah. Because you can't export audio from this, but if you're just going to send me the session like this, I'll be able to hear it. I think this would be a much cooler way for me to see what you're doing is to actually have the project file is what I've been thinking. Any questions? Okay, I'm going to upload this to YouTube, and then you guys can watch it later when you didn't understand. I'm doing a TikTok dance. This is my new dance. It's going to go viral.